We got a crowd going already. Last day in Tokyo, we're at Daikoku, again, our favorite place, and it's raining a lot, but my friend Maya Orido brought her dad, you know, of course, Manabu Orido, the legendary racing driver. He's out here, he brought his 240Z, and you guys know I'm such a big fan of the 240Zs. He brought his green one that they actually took out from Tokyo Auto Salon, and then of course Maya, being the crazy driver that she is, she actually brought out her dad's Supra, and this thing is insane. It's more insane that it's raining this hard and she's driving it with that crazy clutch. But I guess somebody else brought her car out. But we got an interesting trio here, you know. We got Maya's GR86, Orido's S30 240Z, which I'm really excited to talk to him about. And then, of course, the A80 Supra, the really famous one, the Redux, with all of Orido's parts on it. Yeah, we're gonna do some shooting and we'll maybe do some cruising and see where it goes. I've never actually been to this part of Daikoku. Usually we just go to the Lawsons on that side. There's kind of no real better way, I feel like, for us to end this trip. Oh my God, you gotta get this scene, dude. I love it. I love it, I love it. Yeah, pretty perfect weather, huh?
Right for what it is.
Yeah. All right, so here, let me do this interview style, dude. I got you. Don't worry.
Hello.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
We got Masa here.
Again. Hello, everybody. I mean, thank you. Thank you for letting me in the video. That's first of all.
You're lucky you have a beautiful face. Actually, it's just his car, dude. I see his R34 GTR, and I'm like, I hope one day my car is gonna be that clean, especially with his amazing endless brakes and his two-piece rotors, and also his Z-Tune fenders.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm just kidding. No, so Masa works at Top Rank, and he's kind of like the American fixer. He does a little bit of everything on the US and Japan side, but you're also friends with the Orido family, right?
Yeah, well, I'm good friends with Maya. Mm-hmm. So, and she was kind enough to bring her dad out and to come to Daikoku and hang out together for a short period of time. So, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Where is she?
She's here.
There she is. Okay.
Maya.
The famous.
Maya.
Yes, famous. We got some celebrities here. We got Dustin Williams.
Konnichiwa.
I love that.
I did the whole interview in Japanese.
You did?
Huh?
Yo, you should do the like I talk to you in English, and then you say it in Japanese.
Hi.
All right. Cool. So, what do you think? How much longer are you gonna be here for?
Ichiyobi. Suiyobi. How do I say go home? Kaide.
Suiyobi kaerimasu.
Suiyobi kaerimasu.
You know, I really think it's super admirable, and I'm super, I wouldn't say jealous, but I'm proud of you for learning Japanese.
It's really difficult, but it's so rewarding too, because I like to show more than just the cars, like really dive into the culture of Japan, and I feel like learning to speak the language has really gotten me a step forward in that, just being able to communicate even on the most basic level with Japanese people. Especially we went to Nikko one time, and this one guy was just asking me about my car, and it turns out he owns a coffee shop next door, and he took me around in his coffee shop, showed me his Harley collection, and just from speaking a tiny bit of Japanese, I was able to speak with him and talk to him. And now we just follow each other on Instagram, and he's just a cool old Japanese guy with a coffee shop.
I think it's kind of cool because you're kind of also unraveling car culture in that way for your audience. So many people really find it hard to kind of take that step to actually come here and enjoy car culture like we do. So it's very refreshing to kind of see that you're taking that kind of approach.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's what I love, and I want it to be beyond just the cars. So I think this is a good way to do that. And I have some cool plans coming up that involves just doing that.
Oh, I can't wait. Going to the onsen.
What's up, baby?
He said it. He said it. So then next video, Dustin and I are just going to be wearing socks. Just kidding. God, that's horrible. Don't think about
Not
that.
on our feet.
One sock. All right. With that said, we should talk to Maya after that. No, that's horrible. Horrible transition. How are you?
Good, how are you?
How are you still standing?
Sorry.
How are you still standing? Because you must be so tired.
I'm so tired.
I'm so sorry.
How was auto salon?
I was so busy.
Yeah.
I had an amazing time there, like 3 days, standing all day, exhausted.
So that was the first time you ran a booth, right? From
Yeah.
beginning to end, that was the first time you did everything.
Yeah, the first year in more than like 20 years.
How many pictures and autographs do you think you did?
More than 100, 200, I don't know.
すごい。
Is your hand okay? Do you need a cast?
No, I think my dad needs one.
Yeah, everybody wanted a piece of him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You must be so tired to, I don't know, smile for the pictures.
Which I have to say, it's very amazing that he came out to hang out with us today. Did you even get to have any sleep at all yet?
Yeah, but only a little bit. I'm so tired. My eyes get so red.
All right, so after this, I think you should go home and go to sleep because I don't think you should be hanging out with us anymore.
But you guys going back home tomorrow, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we
I
are.
need to come here to see you guys.
Okay, now I feel terrible.
No.
So what should we do tonight?
I don't know, because we have a translator tonight, so maybe you guys can ask some questions to my dad that we couldn't do last time because my terrible English.
Your English is fine. Your English is fine. Yeah. So I don't know where he went.
Let's go ask him.
No. I mean, if maybe we can, I don't know, wait for the rain to stop or whatever, or maybe we can go to the cars and check out some of the cars. I actually want to know about his 240Z build.
You saw the car, right?
Yeah, I saw it, and I saw that it was your booth car, but I don't know anything about that car. I don't know what engine it's running. Maybe if he has 5 minutes of his time, I would.
Of course he can. That's
Maybe
the
you
reason.
can convince him because
Yeah.
you're his daughter,
Okay.
and he loves
The
you.
reason why he came here tonight to see you guys.
I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
One of the legends, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the guys that like when you hopped on any like media platform and you were looking up Japanese cars, it's that guy.
I know. Well, I wasn't kidding when I was saying that people were throwing their underwear at him. I mean, dude, it's insane. Like the fandom, you couldn't even get to the booth. Like
That's insane.
there was like it was like traffic diversion just to get to the booth because of how many dudes
just
and girls were trying to get a piece of him, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, he is like for us like an absolute legend and someone that we looked up to. I mean, like think about all the videos and media and pictures that we watched of Japanese cars on Toge and
I'm here because of people like him. You know, him, Dan-san, Tsuchiya, you know, Nobuhiro
Yamada-san.
Tamaguchi, Yamada-san, Tarzan. Oh my God. In fact, well, I do have to say, Tarzan, he really annoyed us in the videos back then, but you know, now he's obviously calmed down and it was just a persona.
I mean, he like is who he is. Like,
Yeah.
Shameless plug. If I did a video with Yamada-san where he drove my car.
Watch that video.
When he drove my car on Hakone Turnpike, and that was like some of the most fun. I like recreated a video, like an option video, with him, and it was like so. Remember that? It was so much fun.
Yes, it was.
He
so
like
fun.
actually is Tarzan, crazy Tarzan.
And he's a wheelman. He is still through and through.
He was screeching tires on Toge.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then like the tire, the sound that you never heard of.
I love that. I love that. All right, so we're gonna check out the 240Z if that's okay.
今日は本日も来ていただいてありがとうございます。
ちょっと通りがかりです。
Yeah, he just came here, you know.
Love, love, love your 240Z so much.
もうとてももう好きでした。
ありがとう。Thank you.
So, most people know you as a Toyota guy, like for example, me included. Why is it that you built a 240Z?
車。
So his first ever car was a Z31, the 300ZX. and he was driving Nissan Silvias back in when they were new. So, and this was his childhood, one of the childhood dream cars. So he's now able to afford it. He just bought it and making it his own, basically.
That's incredible. So, the 240Z for me is very special because it was my first ever sports car. I bought it on my 21st birthday, and I still have it today.
ラリーさんも240Z この 30Z 乗られてるんですけど、それが21歳の時初めて買った車でして、でそこからもう20年近く未だにもう乗り続けてる車なんですよ。He said, "Awesome, that's very cool."
But the story with mine is, back then they weren't worth anything, and I bought mine only for $3,000. And the same day, I ran out of gas in it because the fuel gauge didn't work.
その当時買った当時はもう
非常にアメリカでたくさん売れた車。
そうこれ So this car is actually originally it's a L20 1970 model that was in the first iteration of the Z.
Very, very old car.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
so
50
it
or 30
didn't
year
even
car.
come with a L24, not 2.4 liter, only
No.
2 liter.
2.0.
So that's a JDM
Okay.
model.
Wow.
Only the US came with the 2.4 as an initial.
Oh, okay. And then so this one, it was already good, or did you restore it, or?
非常にコンディションは内装とかもすごい良くて、
So he got the car relatively in a good condition, especially interior condition. It was very good, but the exterior had a few blemishes. So what he did is basically he repainted the entire car, and also he put like a brand new carburetors on. But he just bought it recently, so it's kind of like a gradual startup project. So he kind of makes it more into like a bigger stuff too.
Eventually, it's going to turn into something like his Supra. It's just going to be more and more modifications.
エンジンだけをちょっともう少し手を入れようと思って。
So he's gonna keep it as is, like a style as is, but he wants to make the engine more better, higher horsepower.
Okay, so is he going to do an engine swap? Because
No, he wants to be like as original, but like
Got it. So
not go crazy.
I took my car to the track because back then they weren't worth anything, and I blew up my motor, and then that's why I had to swap in a SR20 DET in mine. So that means he's not going to touch the motor in that way.
で僕もこの車を手に入れて、
はいはい
まあそういうので一緒にこうやっていこうかなと。
はい。
エンジ
So
ン見てみる。
はいぜひ。So what he told me is basically his so there's a shop called JMC. So so it's right next to his shop.
Oh,
So they have
okay.
their L20 heads.
Ah.
So that's why he wants, and they want to sell out to stateside. So that will be his demo car as well.
Oh, wow. It's actually pretty clean.
So the carbs are from Solex 44.5. So it's a relatively big carburetor for the capacity of the engine. So that's why it's not running in a full condition yet. But he's kind of adjusting that as well. キャブとあと駅マニは
何とエキゾートが富士壺の
はい。So exhaust manifold and the mufflers are from Fujitsu exhaust.
Yeah, they make really, really good stuff. I think they make a lot of exhausts for like high performance OEM brands
Yes.
also.
Yes. R35 exhaust work came in Fujitsu as well.
酸素
Sanso core. So this is like an OEM radiator look-alike. So it's actually have a more cores. It's a three-layer cores on here.
This is, I'm wondering if his inspection light still works.
これってまだ動くんですか？
No,
Ah.
oh, it works. Yeah. So it's funny because now, cars, they don't want you to work on the cars now. So back then, it's so crazy. They actually wanted you to be able to work on the cars.
儲けて。
交換するためにライトがつくようになってるのね。
So that in order to change plugs, there's a light over there.
Yeah. That's so nice. I love
バッ
that.
テリーがリチウム。
Oh, batteries are lithium-ion battery.
Oh,
Shorai
it's
battery from-
very, very lightweight.
Yes,
Very
it's
lightweight.
from Max's brand, Shorai.
普通のバッテリーだとガスが出てボディ溶けちゃうんだけど、
はい
こういうのはガス出ないから
So actually, you don't like a normal like a lead acid battery. It gets like the fumes out of it, and that's why it starts to corrode around this area.
Right. And then the bottom over here will have rust. Yeah, got it. Okay. This thing is in such good condition. Like, did he have to redo all the rubber and things like that?
この辺の例えばモールとかパッキン類とこのモール類はSo he actually brand new window moldings and everything, brand new.
Wow, it looks great. It looks great.
So everything, the moldings has been renewed as well.
So as he's expanding his collection, is he going to try to get more old school cars? Because I know he has that Porsche.
Yeah, the red Porsche.
That he really likes driving around.
こんなに車の文化が違うんだなって勉強になるね。ポルシェとかこういうのね。
はい。So he's not really gonna expand his collection just yet, but he bought this because one, this is like his childhood dream cars, and
beautiful.
Two, like Porsche and Japan, like Porsche and Nissan, they're all totally different. Like how they build cars and manufacture cars, it's totally different. So it's good for him to relearn cars. That's why he bought this and Porsche at the same, like relatively at the same time, so that he can learn like car culture differences and also
I mean, because this is what he's known for, right? From what we've watched, you know, especially all the media that's coming out of Japan.
Yeah.
Like this is what he's known for.
Yeah.
But I just don't it's still interesting to see that he's into this kind of stuff as well, you know. I think that's cool.
だから
今もう僕はスピードいらないから。
he's not more into speed anymore. He
軽い車が。
That's a big surprise.
He likes lighter cars and more nimble and fun.
Yeah. I mean, something like this and also the Porsche, you don't need to break the speed limit to have fun. You know, you can pretty much floor it the whole time.
増えるっていうのがやっぱりいいってことです。
速くないから。それが面白い。
So even like you said, this car if you floor it won't go fast. So but at the same time it's fun because you're flooring it.
Yeah.
So that's why this car he likes kind of like this car as well.
この糸をグリッドと一緒に作ろうと。
So actually, fun fact, guys, this wheel is made by RS Watanabe, but
it looks more modern.
So it has a Max Orido engravings right here.
Max Orido.
See? So this is a brand new setup that Max Orido collaborated with the RS Watanabe, which is, you know, the initial D.
Yes, of course.
That wheel.
Yeah.
Manufacturer. So they're collaborating and they're gonna produce this wheel.
Is this the first one?
これがもう1号 Yes.
Okay, this is cool because RS Watanabe, we see it on so many cars. Even in the US, it's the same style. It's like old school style, but this is cool because this is like new style, like a new style. And
yeah, he said it's lightweight because it's fully forged. And it's good for like old school cars as well, but it will still look a bit old, but it has it's kind of respecting the old but putting a new flavor into it.
Too.
And also Max Orido is going to collaborate with the bridge seats, and they're going to make a classic car style bridge seat for like the old school car as well. Yeah, he's going to open it.
Okay, all right.
これは So it's all original interior.
Yeah. It's so nice. Even the dash.
ダッシュボードもオリジナルですか? It never cracked. It never cracked, he said. No cracks on the dashboard too. It's full original. Oh, look at this. It has a please use LEDs fuel sticker left on the windshield. UN ステッカーがまだ残ってるんですね。
これは
Really amazing.
だからこの熱線が縦に入ってて。
Oh yeah. It's the
vertical,
usually the new ones are this way,
Yes,
and
yes.
also this too.
これもそうですよね、この Z のロゴ
The
が。
newer ones have like a dip. Yeah.
ワンテールね。
Oh yeah, the one tail.
Yeah.
Not a two tail, one tail.
So was this originally green?
もうノーマルから
塗り替えたけどオリジナルのグリーン。
Yeah,
プリグリーン。
it called Grand Prix Green.
Would it be okay if you give me a ride
一
around here?
周回るのっていいですか?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he said
All
okay.
right, just maybe around here.
もうこの辺ここバーって回って戻ってくるぐらいでもいいですかと。
Okay. Perfect. Cool. Now? Right now?
今でもいいですか? Dude, I'm so jealous.
Fanboy moment, dude.
I'm so jealous that you're gonna go for a ride and
Fanboy moment, dude.
Yeah.
Ah. You know, the thing is, it's one thing to be friends with Maya. Maya, you know, amazing girl. It's been amazing to work with her too. Like, I was in her Hype Bay video, but we've also shot with her, you know, before. And I've been able to visit Orido at their studio, 130R Yokohama. And he was teaching me a little bit how to drive, maybe more like watching me crash on a sim. But being able to shoot his 240Z, I didn't even know he was building this thing, you know? I think it's so great that he's bringing the old school. Plus, on top of that, the fact that he's collabing with all his partners and bringing them into the old school market is really important, especially because these cars aren't cheap anymore, and it's really hard for people to find parts. And the fact that there's new parts being made for this car is really important. I think that's really cool. You can mention to him that I appreciate that he's bringing in new parts with such an old car.
こういった、古い旧車とかを、ただこう後世に残すために森戸さんが先導してさまざまなパーツメーカーとコラボしてそのリバイバルのパーツとか今風だけど今に出すんだけどでもちゃんとリスペクトしながらでも現代のテイストも入れてやるっていうのに対してものすごいこうリスペクトが。
それはねやっぱやんなきゃいけないことだと思うね。
Yeah, that's like he needs this kind of stuff in order to go pass it to the next generation.
Yes, 100%. To pass to Maya, especially,
でマヤと
you
か
know, yeah.
その次の世代にどんどんこれを継いでいくっていうのがとても感じになるのか
やっ
なと。
ぱ世界にファンは多いからね。
Yeah, this car has fans in all across the world, so I think that this is necessary thing to do.
Yeah. Has Maya driven this?
これマヤ運転したことあります？
あるある。
Yeah, she's driven it.
That's awesome. That's
だか
super
らまだ
cool.
ちょっとキャブの本当オートサロン前にキャブつけただけなんでまだ本当走るってレベルで。
Because
Yeah,
what year is this one?
1970.
Okay. So I'm sure he's heard this, but one of the things I always like to talk about is essentially this is a time machine. You know, back in 1970, somebody drove this when it was brand new off of the showroom floor, out of Nissan. And then now we're still able to drive the same car. I think that's super cool if you can tell him that.
こ
いや
れ
いいんじゃないかな
オートサロンに出した時に、
はい
僕の前のオーナーが2オーナー目なんだけど、
そうなんですか。
そうそのオーナーわざわざ来てくれた。
So fun fact, actually, this car is originally two-owner car, and he bought it straight from that second owner. And that second owner visited his booth just to see his car renewed. What has
Wow,
gone to
he
it.
must, he probably like shed a tear.
泣かれたんじゃないですか。Yeah, he said, yeah.
オーナーがこの
Oh, this is the owner.
エンジン
Yeah, he brought this, like the booklet, like the mechanic booklet
to
his
Autoslab.
booth. Yeah, to his booth.
すごいでしょ。
Oh yeah, like look at all these stains from it. Like he
Yeah.
was, working on this car
Yeah.
while watching these.
Oh, that is so crazy. Just leave that in the car. I love that. All right, so let's go for a ride. All right, here we go in Orido's 240Z, 1970 also. So crazy. Just this awesome. Very, very, very cool. So original. No crack dash. Still 4-speed?
5
Oh, 5
Five.
speed. Okay, in Japan it came in 5 speed. Love it. The steering wheel is still that wood original one. The vinyl is very clean. Incredible. Here we are at the historic moment, leaving Daikoku parking area. Oh, good sound. That L20.
ベリースローね。
Yeah, it's
ベ
okay.
リースロー。
It's a cruiser. Oh. Feels so good. I mean, This is the cool thing is I can imagine this, you know, being in Tokyo back in 1970 with so many other cars on the road from the era, and you gotta just be such a boss driving this thing. Just gotta love that long hood in a 240Z in the rain in Yokohama, leaving Daikoku PA. So good. That sound though. Wow.
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. It's so pretty. So it looks like it does have twice pipes on here, which is something similar to what I had on my 240Z when I still had a L series motor. But my L series motor actually was a 2.8 liter. The previous owner swapped it in, and I did end up blowing that while I was doing Time Attack, Autocross, Gymkhana, and also I drifted it a couple times. Yo. It's interesting because on a right-hand drive dash, all of this stuff seems like it's pointed to the right side, which obviously makes sense. But actually, surprisingly, this is the first time I've ever ridden in a 240Z in a right-hand drive on the left side. Whoa. Also, you gotta love those mirrors. It's very hard to see with those mirrors. Super cool. A lot of people ask me what this stuff is here. When I had my 240Z, I still actually have this slot, but it's actually for the choke here. That way, and also you can increase the idle right when you start it. If it's cold, it's gonna run really rough, so you actually have to use that to make sure it runs nice. Here we go, back through the ETC gate, back to the toll booth, on the way back to Daikoku PA. All right, so Orido-san was telling me that he's actually running old school tires from Yokohama to kind of keep that old school look versus running something a lot stickier or a lot more modern.
Enjoy?
Cool.
Enjoy?
Yeah,
Enjoy.
So good. The sound, the smell, you know, of like an old car. So good. So cool. All right. I have a couple of things I wanted to ask him, or if that's cool. That was definitely a pretty cool moment to be able to experience that.
人生の中で、ね、もう5本の指に入るぐらいとてもありがたい時間でした。ありがとうございます。
First time I had a chance to watch him drive was when he came to the US, to Los Angeles in 2004 for GT Live. I don't know if he remembers that.
2004年の初めてそのオリドさんを運転した姿を見たのが2004年のアメリカのロサンゼルスで行われた GT ライブっていうのにオリドさんが来て運転したのを見たっておっしゃってるんですけど、覚えてますか？
GT ライブ GT ライブってスーパー GT
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
GT.
GT. Yeah.
Yeah,
at
he
California Speedway.
カリフォルニアスピードウェイで、
Yeah,
はい
yeah.
ドリフトと GT
Yeah.
So-
So
so
it
the
was
GT.
it was Super GT. Then also the next day was D1 Grand Prix. Yeah.
両方出た
That was the first time I took pictures of him.
あなたを初めて写真で収めたのはその時だったんですよと。
Yeah, long time ago.
もうとてももう長いも
20
う。
年前だね
Yeah, almost 20 years ago,
Yeah,
he
almost
says.
20 years ago. So next, I can only imagine, is he gonna try to maybe get a 2000 GT because that's like a Toyota?
もう今度次は 2000GT を買われるのとか考えてるんですかと。
ああそれはない
Yeah, nah, he's not thinking of
No.
it. He said he cannot afford it.
買えない
Oh, you never say
い
never.
やもう絶対買えないなんていうことはダメですよってもう
I
買え
think
る
it
かもし
would
れ
be
ないんで
cool if he built one like a 2000 GT with his style, you know, like a
2000G
Max Orido style.
2000GT のマックスオリドスタイルをぜひ見てみたいと。
That would be
Yeah, that's
so
a very
cool.
good idea.
Like lowered with nice wheels,
もう車高落としていい方に履かして
interiors clean.
インテリアやれて。Yeah, he said that that's a good idea.
That would be such a dream. And if he did build something like that, it would be an honor for me to photograph it.
もしそういったのをぜひ一度作られましたらぜひ写真で収めたいんですけれどもっていうふうに。
ぜひぜひ
Yeah, he said yes, yes,
Thank you.
my
Thank you.
pleasure, he said.
Thank you so much.
アメリカに遊び行くから
No, he will come to America very relatively soon, so let's hang out together.
Yeah, I'd love that. That would be amazing. He can drive my 240Z.
もうぜひアメリカに来たら私の 240Z 乗ってくださいと。
Very cool. Thank you so much. All right. Over and out. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to support us directly, go to larrychenprints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.